Hello, tennis YouTubers. Welcome back to Tennis IQ, where we talk about all things involving tennis. And today's topic is bag policy details. So if you're a tennis fan, you might be interested to know that next month is BNP Paribas Open. And what you might want to look into is the permitted bag policy details, meaning when you're joining these type of stadium events, US Open, BNP, they are now having specific guidelines from what you can bring in. So in this case, for BNP, you're allowed one bag that's clear, max 12 inch by 6 inch by 12 inch. Now, if you don't want to buy something that ends up in a landfill, then you're like me and you want to be resourceful and efficient. So what you can use is a Ziploc bag, freezer gallon size if you have that. So it looks something like this. Or if you check around and you have something a little bit thicker, this will work too. So both of these meet the requirements. So this is about 10 and a half. And that's roughly about 11. So both of these would qualify for that. So what you'll need is a Ziploc. Next, you'll need some string. I have some paracord. If you don't have some paracord, don't worry. If you have an old pair of sweats or hoodies, you can take the string. The next step is highly recommended, although optional. If you have some washers, this is what I use. I use the number 8 washer. If you don't have this readily available, it's okay. It's a quick stop at Home Depot. This was like $2. It doesn't have to be that size. It can be of any size, okay? Again, I'm recommending this so that it adds more structure and provides it some more reinforcements. So let me clear out and go over how we're gonna do this. So what you wanna do is grab your bag and you want to measure out where you want to put the washers. So I'll use these 2 washers, for example. Okay. What I recommend is to place the washers towards the edge of the bag. I would place one here. And I would place one here, okay? Now that's just an example, but what you're actually going to do is you're gonna open up the Ziploc and place them internally so that they can be held together with the clasp. So I'll go ahead and demonstrate what that'll look like. So you open it up, put it in, and that's where the first one will be, okay? And you go ahead on the other side, line it up just under, and that's how it will be. So see the left and see the right. What you gotta do next is use something sharp. I used a drill bit to puncture it. So for example, I'll let the right side go first. Use a sharp drill bit and you're gonna puncture right through here. You do the same thing on that side with the washer. So the washer's in on this side, puncture it through. Then you can use some hot glue gun, apply it on the left and right of the folds, and that's where your paracord or your thread goes, and you can tie 2 loops. So this is what it looks like. So that is just the concept, right? So once you have the holes drilled through, you make 2 loops, and from the 2 loops, you can make your strap. So let me move to a more polished product. One moment while I get you the polished product. Okay. So this is what it looks like as far as the polished product. So I have the washer on the left, the washer on the right, and I've used, in this case, I used some Archer's threading or Archer's loop. I threaded it through, tied the ends, and threaded it through. Okay. Now you can use your paracord, you can use rope from a used hoodie or from your pants that you don't wear anymore. But what I ended up doing is I borrowed a gym bag that I wasn't planning to use that weekend. This happens to be a Nike bag. So this provides me some shoulder padding. And so you use the clips, you fix it through. That's what it looks like. Let me give you an idea of what I used for last year's BNP. I put in tennis balls, brought a Sharpie. I had my phone to take pictures with the tennis athletes if I was lucky. And that's what I was able to hold. And it fit very comfortably and it was very low cost. So that's my solution to these tennis bag policies. So again, look around your household, give it a try. If you like this type of content, thumbs up. And if you found everything useful, please subscribe. Thanks, everyone.